Hello students, welcome to week 6 for COM 535. This week we are focusing around the theme of effective promotion strategies for health communication, so effective health promotion strategies. We are going through a number of things this week that are related to the course that are important to help us really take a lot of the information we've learned thus far and extend it now into practice of actually creating and working on and analyzing health communication campaigns. Your reading this week deals with chapter 5 and 9, which one is information technology and the other one is bridging theory and practice to different health promotion campaigns. You are also watching a video on effective health promotion strategies, as well as completing weekly review number 6, which is due on Friday with your reply post due on Sunday, and you're selecting your critical assignment topic. As we move through the course content, it's important to know that this week's weekly review is also a discussion board post, but focuses on the health belief model. And if you look at the health belief model, it proposes that benefits and barriers that are important to health. You're working on, you're going to pretend that you're working on a Look After Your Heart website that aims to remove some of the barriers of eating food groups low in fat. What you need to do is, according to the HBM model found in the textbook, list all the barriers that stop people from eating foods that are low fat, and look at what types of messagings you could give users to try to remove some of these barriers. Additionally, you'll look at how social media can be implemented to support and promote the website. So you're hypothesizing that you're creating this website that's talking about heart health. You need to start to promote on this website low-fat foods that are good for people with heart issues, and you need to utilize the health belief model to list all the barriers that people could experience that would stop them from eating low-fat food, and then also talk about the types of messages that you could give users to try to help them remove some of the barriers, and consider how social media could be utilized in this. So that's weekly review number 6. Your critical assignment, which is due in 2 weeks, is due in week 8, is a 5 to 10 page health campaign that you will be creating. So you're going to include a campaign overview, situation analysis, audience members, tactics, messages, evidence-based practices, proposed media to be used, as well as evaluation methods for the campaign. That is listed in week 8. You also utilize the course text and at least 3 outside sources. This week, what you'll be doing is selecting your topic. So you're going to start to begin to create a health communication campaign. You're going to choose you're going to tell me of at least 3 potential topics that you would like to focus on, and then pick one by the end of your rationale. So what you're giving me is in your topic selection is an explanation of topics that you potentially would like to explore, and then choosing one and rationalizing it within the paper. The reason why you're giving me more than one topic is that if for some reason you're providing a topic that may not fit, or it seems like it's not quite related to the course in terms of health or risk and environmental communication, it gives me a chance to look at some other areas that you may be, and I can give you some feedback as to what might be a stronger choice. And this is a minimum of 300 words. Health-related topics really are centered around a plethora of things. This could be heart health, this could be obesity, this could be smoking, things of that nature. Make sure you keep in mind the audience that you want to focus your campaign towards when you select it, and list that within your selection topic as well. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. The course text talks significantly about 10 tips for health promotion campaigns, and it's important to consider this at this point, because one thing you should be doing as you're selecting your campaign topics is looking through and seeing what's been done out there that's current and new and been successful related to health communication and promoting healthy living or some type of health related topic. So successful campaign will have clear evidence of theory within the campaign. It will also utilize some type of multimedia strategy, meaning it's going to focus on print, online, and social media outlets utilized throughout the campaign. It's supposed to and should clearly articulate and frame create a campaign that frames a health issue differently. So making sure that you are coming up with a new and inventive way to reach the audience, and that you want to overcome message fatigue of previous campaigns and create some type of message that was framed not necessarily maybe as a health related or environmental appeal, but as a way to ensure continued health or knowledge in this area. So come up with a way that you are framing this issue differently than what's already been done. If you aim to teach some type of skill, that's also very successful. So not just trying to build and teach people about developing healthy habits for their heart, but maybe come in with a new skill that they may not already know. Identify and address a clear knowledge gap in the area that you want to overcome. Advocate for public policy is very important, as well as creating a settings-based health campaign. Now, a settings-based health campaign would focus around a particular area. So your campaign could focus on, I'm going to target kids in elementary schools. And this is going to be a setting-based campaign to teach them healthy eating at school. And then they can in turn take that into the community and such. That would be a settings-based campaign. It's also important to aim to change behavior or provide information to a specific audience, and designed to change lifestyle-related behaviors as well. So those are 10 tips for health promotion campaigns that are typically successful. They utilize all of those in some way or another. This is an example of a recommended framework for program evaluation and for implementing a health campaign. So you should clearly start with describing the program. You should focus on evaluation design from the beginning, gather credible evidence, justify your conclusions within the implementation of your health campaign, ensure that you are use and share lessons learned and adhere to applicable standards of utility, feasibility, propriety, and accuracy, and then lastly, engage stakeholders. So this is a model you can utilize when you're evaluating your campaign and creating it. Here's also a model to focus on looking at effective health campaigns. So if you started with the illness or the health risk, you moved into the focus, which is the individual groups, the audience members and such would be strong, and then you move into your strategies. So what are some things you can do to reach those people groups? Move into your impact, which is your implementation, which delivers and works and focuses on behavioral or environmental adaptations, and then focus on the outcomes. So here's some graphics to look at how health promotion campaigns can be utilized and implemented as you're getting ready to develop your campaign. Again, you should be reading chapter 5 and 9, watching a video on effective health promotion strategies, completing weekly review number 6 due on Friday with reply post due on Sunday, and focusing on your critical assignment topic selection. I pray you all have a blessed week, and if you have any questions, please contact me early and often. I look forward to interacting with you this week. God bless.